Last shot looks certain to have cost him the frame. Great session though from Jamie and Ronnie O'Sullivan. When you consider Jamie's had breaks of 44, 51, 92, 69, 35 and he's only won 2 frames, it's a tough old school. Both over 90% pot success rate. And when you think he's only won 2 frames, that's very, very high, isn't it?
9.
52 points each, the easiest blue and pink he'll ever have to play to win a match. Oh, sorry, to win a session.
14.
A very, very enjoyable session of snooker. This large crowd at the Telford International Centre must be impressed with the way Jamie Cope has played. Amazingly enough, he's 6-2 behind. Ronnie O'Sullivan is just having a chat with the referee about walking in front of him on the black. But what a great session of snooker from Ronnie O'Sullivan, and he leads by 6 frames to 2.
Good evening, Hazel. And you can tell from the crowd's reaction when the players are introduced. Tremendous atmosphere, full of anticipation. But of course, when we look at the scoreline, Jamie Cope 6-2 behind. He's got to get a good start here.
Jamie Cope to break.
Nice to be in the commentary box with Steve. And tall order this for Jamie.
Yes, it is. I mean, sometimes if you're playing against Ronnie O'Sullivan 6-2 behind, you would think, well, I'll come out all guns blazing, but that's going to be difficult for Jamie Cope because he always comes out all guns blazing. So where does he go? He just has to keep on playing his game.
Yeah, I don't think he should change his tactics. Pot success, very good, isn't it? Just that 3% difference. Does that equate to 4 frames? I don't know. Tried to hold for the black, but these tables are very slick.
Played a shot similar this afternoon and actually held for the black. Now here's a shot he may take on. The long blue is early in the session. It's a tester. I think he passed that test.
6. Seven.
Well, I know you were commentating on the other match this afternoon, John, but it looks like Ronnie O'Sullivan has picked up where he left off. He does look to be striking the ball so well.
Yes, and he's looking now. I mean, obviously the black is available if he puts the cue ball in the right position. But he was just walking around, just having a look at all the options. So fluent when he's in the balls like this. Quite interesting there. He asked the referee if he could wait for him to walk around the table before he got the black, particularly in the black spot area. And there, they just got the timing wrong, didn't they?
Yes, they're both appearing on Strictly Come Dancing next year, I believe, Terry and Ronnie. So quickly he's got this black into play. Obviously, 8 reds, 9 reds bunched up there. Looks like a trademark. Ronnie O'Sullivan, arrival into the pack. How will he go about it? Will he get low?
28.
Or screw into them? That's the preferred way.
29.
Would have hoped for a better outcome than that, and possibly didn't collide with the right part of the pack, but it looks like he's got the long red into the corner with an element of safety should he miss it.
37.
Good recovery. And he's got a nice angle on the black once again if he decides to run into them, although I think there's a red just at the bottom of that cluster that will go in the same pocket as the black. I don't know whether he can just play for the single red. Well, decided that there's enough to be going on with at the moment without taking any undue risks, and it's always a risk when you go into the pack, as we saw the last time he went into it. Could have finished on nothing, had to pull out a good pot to keep it going.
Not much Jamie Cope can do here. Another 2 reds
45.
are available. That won't get him over the line, so at some stage he will have to manoeuvre the red balls. It's looking very good though, isn't it?
$52.
Red at the bottom of the pack goes, and once that clears, perhaps there's the possibility of a plant on, so he may not have to do any damage to the pack.
$53.
Could be a plant.
$58.
Well, it looks straightforward. A bit of a gap between the 2 reds, but it didn't trouble Ronnie.
59.
So that cue ball slip a little bit too far, but he had this red on the right hand side of the table, and this red and a colour,
66.
and that'll be the end of this frame.
$67.
Well, it's a sign of a player in form, coming out of the starting block so quickly, and he does look like a different Ronnie O'Sullivan at the moment. Of course, he's come very close this season to winning a ranking event, hasn't quite converted it. But I think he's played the best snooker of the year so far, that's for certain.
75.
Well, he played a little cannon, but I don't think he's managed to get on a red. Frame's well and truly over. Just depends really whether Jamie Cope decides he wants to have a bit of practice, but he doesn't, he concedes. So he broke off, and that was the only shot he got. Tremendous 82 break from Ronnie O'Sullivan. He extends his lead, 7-2.
Thank you, frame 10. Ronnie O'Sullivan, break.